Good evening, everyone. My name is Khatib Wahid, and I'm one of several conveners of this event and this activity tonight. This concept grew out of a concern about community gun violence and how that violence is affecting growth and development of children and their families and the communities that they live in. It started about a year or so ago with Demetrius Johnson and Major Ronnie Robinson convening a community meeting of people who were concerned about the violence and who wanted to do something about it. Over 300 individuals between the ages of 18 and 40 attended that meeting, and they all expressed concern and a desire to do something about the gun violence and its effect. From there, we scheduled a community session involving the police who came and gave updates to certain families regarding their cases, what the status of it was, what new information they had, what leads they needed and what leads they had, and how the case was progressing. On that same day, we had a number of behavior and mental health specialists who were here to provide emotional support to those families who had been victims of the violence, who had lost a loved one or more than one loved one to violence. So while some of the families were visiting with the police, the homicide division, getting updates on their cases, the others had an opportunity to meet with the therapist. From there, we decided to convene those type of sessions on a quarterly basis where families could continue to get updates and continue to have access to mental health therapists. But in addition to that, we started convening on a weekly basis trauma group sessions with adults. And that's been going on for probably about 5 months now, every Wednesday. Starts about 6 o'clock. Our desire from there was to involve children. And so tonight we are convening this session for the benefit of children and their families so that they can learn more about trauma. The community as a whole is learning about trauma as it relates to domestic violence, child maltreatment, suicide, those kinds of things. But where we've given less attention to is the impact that gun violence is having on our community. We recognize that violence has become a norm. The acceptance of violence has become norm in certain parts of our community, and we think that's dangerous. Many of us think that once the funeral is over, the family members move on with their lives, but that's often not the case. They learn to bury their grief, to hide their grief, but it is affecting children in a number of different ways. It affects their, for example, it affects their ability to concentrate, it affects their ability to manage their anger, it affects their ability to do well in school, it affects their ability to establish meaningful relationships, and for adults, one of the unfortunate consequences is that they feel isolated after the event. What I mean by that is that family members and friends find themselves not comfortable talking about the incident. So they kind of dance around the relationships and the communication. And over time, the victims of that violence begin to feel isolated because the friends don't know what to say, so eventually they begin to say nothing and they begin to dissociate. Not out of meanness, not out of a lack of caring, but because they don't know what to say. They don't know what to do, and they don't know how to deal with the stigma that's associated with handling grief and trauma and mental health. So every Wednesday, we have these group sessions for adults so that they can come together as a support group, talk about how they're feeling about the violence, how they're coping with it, trying to develop more appropriate coping skills. Some of the negative coping skills might manifest in terms of substance abuse, alcohol addiction, or eating disorders, or depression, or violence, those kinds of things. And so with the mental health therapist here, Places for People is one of the sponsoring entities. Hopewell Mental Health Service is another sponsoring entity. The Department of Mental Health out of Jefferson City is another sponsoring entity. St. Louis Public Schools is involved with this. The St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department is also involved with this. And of course the Demetrius Johnson Community Foundation is all a part of this effort. So So tonight, the children will get a chance to express themselves in their own ways about how they're experiencing this. Some of the adults will share what their experiences have been like on the Wednesday sessions with the other adults who are not familiar with this. And then we'll culminate with just a little music and dancing, whatever people want to do to just kind of reconnect and begin to feel whole again. That in a nutshell is what we've been doing, what we hope to do. We want to grow this some more. We really want to develop a trauma-informed community where mandated reporters like hospital workers, school personnel, first responders like law enforcement officers, emergency medical staff, communities in general begin to understand how trauma, how gun violence traumatizes communities, and what they can begin to do about it, where they can get help, what type of services they can expect, and help break down the stigma associated with mental health services.
Okay, now the people that do need help, who do they contact first of all, and what do they do?
Yeah, the people who need the help, we really want to invite them to come here on Wednesdays around 6 o'clock and become a part of this trauma support group. Then they can learn a lot more about what trauma is, how to deal with it, where they can get help. But if they're not able to come here on a Wednesday night.
What's the address here?
The address here is 724 North Union. This is the Demetrius Johnson Community Foundation. It's a wonderful place for people to come together. It's a place that is not typically associated with mental health services, so people can come here and not have to feel stigmatized by coming in the building and getting help.
All right, and do you have a phone number by chance they can call here or either for yourself?
I'd have to get the phone number. I'm sorry, I don't have the phone number offhand.
That's okay. That's okay. So they can just find that address,
yes,
and they can reach the Demetrius Foundation.
Yeah, the Demetrius Johnson Community Foundation, 724 Union, just a little block, half a block north of Delmar. And we'd love to have you. We'd love to talk with you as a family or as individuals. And we hope to see you soon.
And then, can you give us like a brief summary of some of the progresses that you've seen from people that are participating in your program? Like as far as the kids, how they've changed and how the parents and family are interacting in a better way.
Well, it's still really early to talk about results, but what I can tell you is that our first meeting with the children, it was really clear to me that they need this. They are really in pain. They've seen way too much. And they're being strong in a typical sense by not talking about it, but we need them to get stronger so that they can talk about it and not feel ashamed if they feel sadness or anger. With the adults, they've learned to develop a support group where they talk more openly with each other. There's a greater amount of trust. And then I think with respect to how people feel about the police department, I think that some of the barriers and mistrust that's associated with issues that occurred in the past between the community and police department, I think a lot of those barriers are gradually fading away.
All right, so once again, tell us your name and your contact numbers, just in case some students or some parents want to get in contact with you for help. And we have about almost a minute. So.
Yes, my name is Khatib Wahid. The best number to reach me at, if you want more information, is 314-721-0557. That's 314-721-0557.
All right, Erica Brooks reported from the Demetrius Johnson Community Foundation. Today is June 27, 2014, and I hope he's helped you a lot. All right, have a nice evening. All right.